Welcome back to the Did You Cook Rice podcast. I am your host, Donovan.
And I am your co-host, Chris.
You're like a main host too. A co-host, main host.
I think that's proper, right?
I think
if there's more than one, then you're called co-hosts.
Yes. Co-host, co-captain.
Yeah.
Same type of deal.
Whatever.
It works.
Yeah. So, how was your day today, Donnie?
It was great. I was off. Didn't work. It's chilling. Actually, I did have work. I'm a liar. I just remembered I had work.
I didn't have work.
You didn't have work. Why didn't you have work today, Chris?
I took the day off. I extended my weekend because this weekend was my birthday.
Nice.
My birthday was on Friday. Hence people that are viewing on YouTube, you can see we have some bevies here to commemorate.
Can't forget the bev.
Never, bro.
Never.
Bro. So, my birthday was on Friday. Getting real old.
Oh, how old you turn?
28.
Nice. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christophermas.
Yeah,
actually.
Exactly. Thank you, and to you as well.
Thank you.
28, feeling great. So, we have some soju here. We're just gonna take a little swig. Would you like some Sprite, sir?
I love some Sprite. Actually, I'll just take it straight.
You just take it straight. All right.
Take it straight.
Not sponsored by Sprite.
But if you want to.
Yet.
Why not?
Not sponsored by Junho. Yet.
Not Jinro? Junho?
I'll take any of the soju companies at this, bro. Getting sponsored by a soju company would be fire.
That'd be huge.
That'd be fire. Not sponsored by
Red Solo
Cups.
Costco. Kirkland brand.
I think this is. Oh, it is Kirkland.
Nice.
Alright, well.
Shout out Costco.
I guess we won't be needing this.
Oh, damn.
A little ASMR for you guys, if you could even hear it. Shh the fuck up. Yo, chill. Why'd you groan like that?
It was a cool noise. That's for adding a sound effect for the audio listeners.
Alright, well, I'll go first, I guess, since it was my birthday. Cheers.
Cheers.
Take a little glug.
Thank you, sir.
Oh wow. This is my least favorite flavor of this brand.
Maybe we should have kept the cups.
That's alright, we're not drinking too much. Maybe we'll take another one during the first break or something. Let me get these out the way. So, for the audio listeners, you can't see us, but we have Pikmin hat on. And why do we have these hats?
Before the podcast today, we went to Kura Revolving Sushi in Bellevue. This is not an advertisement, by the way.
Not sponsored.
Yet. Yes. But we went to Kura Sushi. We had some sushi with our boy, mystery cameraman. And grabbed some quick lunch. Originally, we were supposed to record in a different location. That didn't really pan out as we intended. So we are back at our usual location recording. And they're doing a promotion there for some Pikmin mobile app game. And they're giving out free hats. So we decided, why not take a free hat?
Right.
Who doesn't love free
It's
stuff?
pretty swaggy for those of you.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of nice.
So I wanted to talk about Christophermas and why it is a thing.
All right.
So, it's kind of catching on. There are more and more people. Instead of saying happy birthday to me, they straight up are like, Merry Christophermas, bro.
Merry Christmas.
And that's kind of the goal, right? It's like, I want it to be a national holiday.
I'm all down for it. Will kids get out of school early?
Yes.
Or they'll get the day off for it?
Yes, exactly.
We watch
So parents
Day, so we can definitely
fuck that shit. So basically what it is, it all started, I don't condone underage drinking.
Teen drinking is very bad.
It's not good. But, growing up Filipino, I was around it a lot. Older cousins, like aunts, uncles, parents drank. So I knew what the culture was like, the culture of drinking. So on my 21st, I'm sure you remember this, it was probably like one of the most ambitious crossovers I've ever tried to put it together. Mm-hmm. It was like literally the Avengers times 20 on terms of ambitious level. Because it's like people that you would have never thought you'd see together eating dinner it was for my birthday. Mm-hmm. And so pretty much since then, I mean, all I ever wanted people to do is drink with me.
That's fair.
When I was 21.
Yeah.
So that happened, and ever since then, pretty much, if you don't understand how Christophermas works, it's my birthday, which is November 15th. And to celebrate, all you gotta do is take a shot. Or if you don't drink, have a drink of your favorite drink. And you celebrated Christophermas. That's all it is.
Easy done. Easy said, easy done.
That's all there is to it.
It's a good holiday. It's a good holiday. So,
thank you.
Everybody listening, go ahead and mark your calendars now for November 15th, Christophermas. Thank you.
That is a day.
That is the day. Take a little brief intermission, a little break. I was dying. I didn't have water. I guess the shot just went down the wrong way. But anyways.
We're getting old is what you're saying.
We're getting old. We're getting old. It's that time of year, it's dry outside, throat's dry. I'm not super nasally anymore, so that's great. I can't complain about that. But to get back into it, this weekend for Christophermas,
yes,
I celebrated by getting dinner with you on your birthday. We got some dinner in a Brazilian steakhouse. Pretty sick. We watched the fight, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
That was unfortunate, dude.
It was.
I mean, it kind of panned out the way I expected it to.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't think anyone was going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
If anything, I really did think Mike Tyson would have get at least knocked down.
Knocked down.
Not knocked out.
Yes. It was more of an exhibition and a show rather than an actual fight. So that was a little bit disappointing. But yeah, that's all we kind of did. I mean, we just chilled for a bit, kicked it with the homies. What did you do to celebrate Christophermas this year?
So yeah, obviously we went went to Brazilian Steakhouse. Yeah. Which was like a surprise. The homie Noah hit up people and kind of got as many people together as he could, or whoever could show up, which again I appreciate. Shout out to all you guys that came through. And then I actually, speaking of the last episode, I actually went to Cyclops Dome, which is a rave for those of you who don't know. I went to day 2, which was Saturday, and then I went to day 3 because a very lovely couple friend of mine ended up not going, and they decided to give me one of the tickets for my birthday.
Oh, dude, sick.
Yeah.
It's a good birthday gift.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, if I could go to a rave, yeah, sure, that's nice, but it's free? Count me in.
When it comes to birthday gifts, are you one who rather prefers a present and a gift, or the experience?
As I'm getting older, I'm definitely experience.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I do appreciate practical gifts now, too. So, like, things that I really need, and I don't have to go out and buy myself. Yeah. Those are the best kinds of gifts as well.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, I don't really want anything anymore.
Yeah. I think we're kind of at that age where if you need something, you want something, you just go get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
it's
always appreciated. But yeah, you actually went to a card convention?
Yes, card convention over in Tacoma this weekend. That was pretty sick for all you card lovers out there. I was looking for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's a lot of Pokemon cards, a lot of sports cards out there. But yeah, I picked up those pins. Yeah. They're Pokemon pins.
So, sorry again to those of you who are audio only, but you can't even really see it on camera either. But we're going to do a quick opening for you guys. So, he got me these mystery pins. Bro, have you seen those like Sunny Angels that girls like all those fucking what are those called? What are those? They're called like gotcha boxes. What are they called?
I think it's just mystery boxes, like a more general term for them.
Yeah.
But there's the Sunny Angels, and a lot of people like the Smeeskies.
Yeah.
The little glowing guys.
Bro, do you know how much those are?
They're like $15 a pop.
But the bigger ones are
Yeah, they have larger ones.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey. There's a store that specializes in them, Pop Mart. They have one in Bellevue, and I think they have one in South Sarah in Tacoma now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, those are going crazy. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, so this one says there's like a 1 in 3 chance for a shiny, so we're gonna save that one for last. A little ASMR for y'all again. See if it. Shut the fuck up. That was kind of lame, but let's see. For those of you who don't know, also, Charizard is my all-time favorite Pokemon. Come at me in the comments if you want. Actually, please do. I don't care. Call me basic, but my reasoning is real, okay? I'll tell you guys after I open this one. Let's see. Oh, dude. That is sick.
Let's see.
Let me get the
Yeah,
camera.
a little focus.
Here you go.
Oh, dude, that is dope. OG Charizard.
It's like quality too.
It is. They're all handmade too.
Oh, they're handmade.
Yeah, handmade.
So the stand that you went to, like the person that made them is.
Yep, they designed them. They made them.
That's sick.
It's all done.
That's cool. All right. Well, this is the one that has a chance of a shiny. Yeah, shiny Charizard. So I guess it'll be black, right? Pray your hands up. Yo! Oh! It's a shiny Charizard! Get a little autofocus in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Look at that shit, dude.
Oh, dude,
that is
so
that is clean.
That is
clean.
That's fire.
Yeah. So also for the longest time, I've been debating on getting a tattoo or not. We could talk about this real quick, actually.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
So you have tattoos. How many tattoos do you have?
Dude, honestly, I've lost count. I should probably start an Excel spreadsheet of all the tattoos. But basically, my right arm up to my elbow is covered. I have my hand tattoo. My left arm's all covered, just half sleeve again. And then I have like an anime leg sleeve going on the bottom, and a random Mickey Mouse tattoo with a gun on my left leg.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You don't have to see that.
You don't have to see.
You don't have to see that one. My pants are kind of tight, right? I'll show you after the podcast.
Okay.
I have both the top of my thighs tattooed with animal heads, dripping blood.
I have seen those.
Yeah. I want more tattoos.
You've gotten a lot.
Decent amount.
When did you get your first one?
My first tattoo, I think I was about like 3 or 4 years ago. But I want more. I want to at least cover my full arm on the right side, my whole arm, get a full sleeve. I want to do the right leg up to like the knee, and then the left leg up to the knee, and go from there.
Jeez.
I haven't started on the chest and the back yet, just because it's a lot of surface area, and I know it's going to take a long time, a lot of money. Yeah. I'm going to wait on it.
So, I am asking mainly, I mean, obviously for myself, but also for the people that also don't have tattoos and might be interested. How does pain for those work? Is it depending on the artwork or the time, or both?
I think pain is definitely like the wall that people kind of run into before they get a tattoo initially. The way I see it is that if you want to get a tattoo, pain should be like a secondary thought. Like, you want something that that you appreciate, something that you want representing on your body, representing yourself. So don't even worry about the pain. But long story short, it does hurt, and you are going to be there for a while for a good tattoo. But yeah, definitely send it. Yeah, it's worth it in the long run.
Okay.
Yeah, take a lot of time to think about what you want. I wish I could start over, get other stuff, but it is. I don't regret any tattoo that I have as well.
I heard the most difficult decision is your first one. And then, but once you get it, you got it, and it's kind of opened the floodgates to keep getting more. Yeah,
they say it's a really addicting hobby, or not even a hobby, or just like thing to do.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy the pain, like I don't know, some crazy ass people.
Getting a tattoo, like, oh yeah, please keep going.
Yeah, but definitely give it a lot of thought and consideration, and if you want something, get it. Life's too short to not do what you want.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I have a general idea of what I want, so I want right arm, left leg. That's all I at least have now.
That'd be sick.
But I never really thought of getting it anywhere else. But my arm's gonna be family / culture. So like Filipino shit, like maybe some tribal shit, the sun. I gotta get the sun somewhere.
It's the rite of passage.
Yeah, it's exactly. And then my left leg is gonna be more like gaming and anime.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. So I have a general idea. I mean, this might be one of my first This shit is so dope if you could see it.
The Charizard thing.
Yeah.
You should just put it inside yourself. Just stab yourself.
Just pin
yourself with the Charizard tattoo, and it's there with you forever.
Yeah, that's my first.
Pokemon tattoo would be sick. I don't think I have any Pokemon tattoos. That's on my list.
Yeah.
For my little anime leg sleeve that I'm working on.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about a lot of different things. I feel like Pokemon is kind of hard to make look cool. Kind of looks childish.
You gotta find the right artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is like a children's card game.
Shut the hell up, bro. Nobody asked you.
You asked me.
No, I was thinking like I like the look, an idea of like the for those of you who are anime watchers, the Akatsuki clouds.
Oh.
Like on their coats.
Yeah.
So like just wrapped around my leg. I don't know how thick, but like just going all the way around.
Yeah. I'd say when you are getting a tattoo, talk with the artist, let them know like the vision, like what you want, and then they have the full artistic background.
Mm-hmm.
So giving them the freedom to establish that on you, then you just work kind of hand in hand with that.
Right.
Bounce off ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless you're an artist yourself, then shoot, sketch up something, show it. But
I don't know how to draw to save my life.
If someone is holding me at gunpoint and they're like, "I need you to draw a Charizard,"
bro, call me Doodle Bob. I cannot draw.
Pull the trigger. I'm done.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when I would get it done. I just know I do. It's crazy because the biggest thing also is my mom. She's just like,
flip.
Don't get a tattoo. You're gonna do that to your body. You already pierce your ears. I'm like, wow. Like, I'm pretty sure the first tattoo I get is gonna be for family. Like, God.
She's like, you pierce your ears, you pierce my heart.
No, so actually, I think you know this story, but when I got my ears pierced, or before I got my ears pierced, there were those like magnetic earrings.
Yes.
And for like a month, I would wear them straight. And I showed my mom. I was like, "Mom, look, I got my ears pierced," but I didn't actually. She obviously was mad at first. It was a white lie,
mm-hmm.
right? It wasn't like a straight up lie. I guess it was, but for a month, after a couple weeks, she kind of just let it go, stopped talking about it, and then I was like, I think I'm in the clear to actually get my ears pierced. so I got them actually pierced, and it kind of just died down.
Nice. So they have companies that do like temporary tattoos.
Yeah.
You could try that out. Like you should just pull up to your parents' house one day and then slap on a temporary tattoo. Don't say anything and just see what they say. Maybe with Thanksgiving coming up, you're gonna see a lot of family. Just try it out. See what they say. She'd probably strangle me.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have this podcast no more, bro.
This is the last episode of the podcast, by the way. Rest in peace, Chris.
Rest in peace, bro.
But that's what one of my buddies did. Since he's Korean,
He started with a temporary?
Asian parents are straight. Yeah, he started with a temporary tattoo. Just to kind of, test the waters. And it worked out. He has like 3 tattoos now. That's another thing, like tattoo culture has just become more common in today's society.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much like looked down upon back in the day, but honestly, a lot of people have tattoos.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's not anymore. It's not really frowned upon anymore.
No.
So you see, I've had a lot of managers in the past that have tattoos. Like that's like the biggest argument my parents would make is like, oh, if you have a tattoo, like you can't get a good job.
Yeah.
Or like it just always has been frowned upon, I guess, in the past.
I think placement and what it is.
Yeah.
It definitely plays a huge factor. If it's something very like outspoken and vulgar or gang related, just off the rip, then it's gonna be
that makes sense.
Yeah. If you're getting like teardrop tattoos. AK-47 on the side of your face, like, I don't know if that Fortune 500 is going to pick you. So just kind of pick and choose your battles.
Fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So you got to scratch that one off.
Yeah. No teardrop tattoos.
No teardrops for Chris. All right.
All right, guys. So this is going to be a bit of a callback from episode 2. Please forgive us. We are... we're still learning how to be podcasters, right? We're trying to be conversational, but at the same time, kind of plan. I'm going to straight up bring this up. The AJ Raphael concert.
This is going to be the final time we're talking about the AJ Raphael concert.
There were a good amount of people that wanted to hear me talk about this, and I was hyping up the podcast so much. I was like, y'all just gotta wait for the podcast. You guys are gonna hear it firsthand there, all right? Like, I'll just don't ask me no questions. And it's been 2 episodes already, and a month and a half since the fucking concert.
We're living in the past.
Bro.
But today is the final time.
It's the final time, promise. So AJ Raphael concert, we went. Shout out to you again for asking me because I had no idea.
Yeah.
How did you even find out he was coming?
Ooh, I want to say I saw it on Twitter or something or Instagram. I was like, oh shoot, AJ Raphael's having a show. Let's go see him.
Yeah, that's such a throwback because on my Instagram, if you look, the very first picture on there is a picture of Kuya, AJ, you, and I.
Yeah. Dude, that was way back in the like high school.
That's 2013, I think.
Yeah.
Like fucking 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
That's kind of nuts. That's nuts to think about. But yeah, we kind of just knew we had to go because we met him IRL, and as I talked about in the last episode, he played a huge part. You know, a lot of his music was easier to play because he used piano and ukuleles a lot. Yes. You could do a lot of covers. But yeah, it was super sick. It was really nostalgic, and it was nice because it's like, for those of you who club or go to smaller concerts, it was at Numos in Cap Hill. So it's very intimate.
Yeah, the smaller venues.
Yeah, and then just a room full of Filipinos. It's just like dream come true. Everyone's so friendly. But yeah, I was pretty faded because we pregame.
I think we were all gone.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I don't. A couple of our friends were okay.
I think Soju.
I was fake. So the pregame, we were drinking at the apartment, and then when we got there, we drank a little bit in a lot, and then we drank
QFC
while we were there.
Shout out the QFC parking lot.
QFC parking lot's clutch.
Smells like piss.
Yes. But hey, you can turn up in there. But yeah, and we were drinking in there. So, out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure I blacked out because I don't remember him being like, I need a volunteer for this song.
Yeah.
I just remember getting picked up by Noah. He was like picking me up, and I was like, right here, please.
I know we all had our like cameras flashing on our phones. We were like,
yeah. And then the homie Ricky was like, dude, fuck that, get on my shoulders.
Yeah.
This I remember. So I was on his shoulders, and I was like, oh my God, please pick me, go ahead, AJ, please. And then all I hear is, all right, they're going to kick you out, so get off his shoulders and come up here.
Yeah.
No, dude, we all lost our shit.
Dude, it was crazy.
We all lost our shit. Like, we would have never thought that would happen to anyone.
We came with the understanding that, we're just going to go there and have a good time. It's going to be a great concert. And it was. Like, for that all to, like, play out was just surreal.
So dope.
Yeah.
So, I run up there, right? And he's like looking for me, and I'm like right in front of him, the stage, and then he like looks down, he's like, oh shit, bro, like how the hell did you get up here? So I get up there or whatever, and shake his hand, and shout out to everyone that was there that is actually from Federal Way.
Yeah.
Because that was a huge standout for me too. That I remember. Because he was like, so are you like from Seattle, or are you from like somewhere close to Seattle? And I was like, you gotta shout out Federal Way. And then in one of the videos, you could actually hear you just like, he from Fair, baby.
I was pretty sure.
You were sauce.
But I was just happy. I was happy that you were up there.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah. So he was like, Chris from Federal Way, and then like a good amount of the area just like kind of exploded.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
So
shout out Federal Way.
Yeah, shout out Fad, bro.
Shout out
Fad, the dirty Fad. That's the hometown for real.
Yeah.
But we saying
she was mine.
Yeah. It's funny. I remember this part too. There was like a couple at the front of the stage.
Yeah.
And I asked them while he was talking to the crowd, I was like, yo, do you think you could pull up the lyrics for me? Because I'm kind of drunk.
Did they actually pull it up?
They pulled it up for me, but the moment I heard the pianos, it just all came back to me. I was just like, I got this, bro. And then like the way the song is set up too is there's like that pause right after the piano intro, and it's just me singing. Oh, that moment felt so it felt natural.
Yeah.
Because for those of you who don't know, I've performed a good amount in high school. Mm-hmm. And this is actually where I wanted to tie you in as well. Again, in the video, you're just really happy. Like in most of the videos that you guys were taking of me, all you hear is you yelling.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. No, talk about it, bro. Bro, you showing love to your cousin, bro. Stop playing.
No, I was just okay. On top of being drunk, I was just being very happy, and ecstatic,
which is fine.
Yeah, but it was like loud. Like if I was standing next to myself, I'd be like, "Yo, this guy got shut the fuck up." But I would never say that to someone. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone's having a good time. You know, if someone's happy and loud,
I think everyone's at least seemed happy for me.
Yeah.
No, it was just it was a
that
dope
section
moment.
that we were at. Like we were just going crazy.
Yeah.
Going nuts.
So I do want to tie this because you actually had another situation where you were hyping me up when we went to Mount Oli for leadership camp.
Oh, okay.
And you recorded me before I sang "Beautiful Creation."
For the leadership camp.
For the leadership camp, yeah. And you were yelling as well, and you're like, yo, like, let's go, Chris. That's our boy, bro. That's our boy. Watch this. And then like right before the rap part of "Beautiful Creation," you were like, yo, wait until the you could hear yourself in the background. You're like, yo, wait until the rap drops, bro. Waterfalls and girls' pants.
Waterfalls and girls' pants.
Like you're dead ass my biggest hype man,
bro. Number one fan,
and I love you for that.
Number
bro.
one Christophermas,
bro. Oh God, you really are.
I got you. You gotta support your people, man.
Yeah,
you gotta support your people.
That's something I appreciate about you.
Thanks, man.
And I mean,
I appreciate you too.
Thank you. No, it definitely does show. You know, when you do that for others, but that's something that will always stick with me, especially like because I just. Again, I will say this one more time. It just feels natural when I'm up on stage because people ask that question after it happened. They're like, dude, like, you didn't seem nervous at all. And I was like, I do feel nervous. You know, there's a buildup. Yeah. And then you mentioned this in the first episode when you were when you performed in elementary school. I mean, you were a kid.
Yeah.
Sure. But, like, everyone gets those, like, pre-stage jitters. But I'm not going to go on stage if I'm not at least... you know, adept at what I'm going to be doing. Like, I'm not going to go up on stage and, like, paint a picture because I can't fucking draw to save my life. Like, but I know I could decently sing.
Yes.
It's just, it'll all just come to me naturally.
Yeah.
And I'm a big yapper. That's why we're doing this podcast. So I was just talking up the crowd, you know. It's just, and it's just comfortable because it's like, this is like one of my childhood heroes. And he's asking me to be
all the stars were kind of aligned
that
night.
Bro.
And it's crazy that everything played out the way that it did.
Right.
Yeah. It's very much one of those times where people are like, oh, you know, the stars are aligned. I got to charge my crystals. Like, this moment was like that type of shit.
Yeah. No, that shit was dope, dude. It was a really good night. It was fun. Glad it happened. And now we're here. Again.
I said, now we're here podcasting.
Now we're podcasting, exactly. It just makes sense.
And with that being said, is there anything else you want to add to the AJ Raphael concert experience before we put the final nail in the coffin?
If there is a possibility for you to perform, don't drink too much. Honestly, I feel like I didn't make a fool of myself. I think I did fine. Yeah. But I just wish I remembered more and, you know, I was a little... I was just a little sauce. Because I forgot that we're supposed to switch during each verse. That's why I sang the whole first verse by myself, and I was like, "Yo, we're gonna let Kuya AJ take over for this one." It's like low key, I don't remember the second verse.
I can't believe we paid for a Chris concert.
Like who's this AJ Raphael feature, bro? No, but it was a lot of fun. It felt like, you know, what I used to do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in high school, I sang the national anthem like 4 different times. Fuck, dude, talent shows, shit like that. So. Do
you remember or recall the first time you ever performed on stage? I don't know if we talked.
It was middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people that went to Kylo. Matt, actually, little Matt.
Yeah,
Matt Nguyen. He's actually
Nguyen.
Yeah, Matt Nguyen. He's actually like one of the first ones that he's like one of my first fans.
Nice.
In middle school.
So he might be a bigger fan than me.
I think so.
Yeah, or an OG fan.
He's more of an OG fan. You're just the hype fan.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shout out to Matt.
Yeah.
Love that dude.
I miss him.
Miss him. Good guy. Good guy.
Yeah. So it was middle school. But that final nail in the coffin. Don't ask me about AJ Raphael no more.
Boom. Unless your name's AJ Raphael.
Exactly. Unless he wants to invite me on tour.
Yeah.
Shout out. Kuya AJ, if you watch it, I love you, bro.
I love you. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast today.
Okay.
Today we're going to be talking about some undying questions that our viewers and close friends had.
Oh, these are from them?
These are from them.
Oh.
And this is also just whatever data that we've collected. But we'll start off with the first question, Chris.
Yes.
Who do you think makes better fried chicken? Asian people or black people?
Ooh. I feel like they're different.
Yeah.
Right?
So we could start off by listing predominantly like Asian establishments that make fried chicken.
Okay.
So Philippines, we got what? Jollibee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Koreans have Korean fried chicken.
Korean fried chicken. I feel like that's the only two that come to my mind.
Yeah. I think this comes from like Chinese background, but they have like a double fried chicken that they do. Chinese fried chicken.
Are we counting wings?
We can count wings. Oh.
Burnett's? Fish sauce wings?
Fish sauce wings? Gas.
Come on now.
That's gas.
See, if you think fried chicken, there's like, American fried chicken. There's like, that's just like KFC, Church's, Popeyes.
Popeyes, yeah. And there's like, some southern establishments that have, predominantly fried chicken, yeah.
Yeah. It's actually interesting because there are a lot of polls about what's the best, fried chicken. And that's just including American. Yeah. And people are saying Jollibee. So
this is going to be a hot take. I only like Jollibee spicy. Chicken. Yeah, I think the regular chicken is overrated. Yeah. I think KFC is kind of overrated. I think the best fried chicken place, in my opinion, is Church's. Yeah. I love Church's fried chicken.
Yeah, I love Church's too.
Original or spicy.
Yeah. I would agree with that, actually. Popeyes, I like their tenders. But I would say if I had to choose, I won't say one is better. I won't say that they fry their chicken better, just to avoid conflict. But if I was to choose, I'd say I'd more often than not go for Asian fried chicken.
Asian fried chicken.
Like, I find myself craving Korean fried chicken and fish sauce wings more than I do, like Church's or KFC.
If I'm looking for just fried chicken, if I want a piece of fried chicken, I think I would have to go get fried chicken from an establishment owned by black people. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah, because they got there's Ezel's, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Do you remember when you tried Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in California?
I lost my mind,
dude. Fried chicken is good. There's another spot in Tacoma, Southern Kitchen. Yeah. They got.
I think I've been there once, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I got.
I think maybe you have. It's close by like UW Tacoma.
By UW.
Yeah. They got some good chicken over there too. I don't know if it's the whole idea of like having fried chicken at breakfast time, but it's pretty solid. Yeah. Pretty solid. There's a new spot in Tacoma as well called Buddy's Chicken and Waffles. I believe that's what it's called. Buddy's Chicken and Waffles. They have a pretty good selection of chicken and waffles out there too. They make some good chicken, and they're local too. So it's nice to support some local business out there.
Hell yeah, turn up.
Yeah. Next question. You ready?
Yes, I was gonna say one more thing, but I don't remember. So go ahead, move on.
All right.
Moving on.
Who would win in a fight? A silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear? I actually asked this question.
This is Donnie's question.
This is my question.
Wow.
I would like you to make your opinion first before I go into the facts of why I am the way I am. Why, on the standpoint of what I believe in when it comes to this. Go ahead, Chris.
I feel like... Okay, are they the same size? I don't know. I need the dimensions of each of them.
Okay, I mean, you can't put... There will never be a time where a silverback gorilla weighs the same as like a grizzly bear. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that they're both adult, male, or female grizzly bear, and silverback gorilla. Do you want me to start on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the silverback gorilla would win.
Why?
Because
they have opposable thumbs.
No, the thumbs ain't doing shit. We're back. So I just want to go ahead and say that I'm 100% team silverback gorilla.
Okay, during the break I looked this up. Okay, because I really did need the dimensions at least. So grizzly bears are taller and heavier. They have weight classes for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
My answer was going to be grizzly bears off rip, but I didn't. I wanted to make sure. And they could run a lot faster too. Gorillas can only go 20 miles per hour, while grizzly bears run up to 35. They could climb trees faster too.
A gorilla does not need to run from the fight when he can stand head toes down and square up against a grizzly bear. Okay, I'm going to spit you some grizzly bear facts. The untrained human throws a punch with roughly 150 pounds of force. Boxers average 750 pounds of force. Shout out to Mike Tyson. Which is more than the average puncher, but still far less than the gorilla. Because the typical gorilla delivers 1,300 to 2,700 pounds of force per punch.
I don't think I retained any of that.
Just putting that in like I don't know, like a Ford Escort or like a Honda Fit is probably around that same terms of weight. A ton is 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
So imagine a gorilla just punching with a ton of force, literally a ton.
Right. But a full-grown grizzly bear is 200 to 300 pounds heavier than a fully grown gorilla. With all of that extra body weight, I don't think he's gonna feel that much.
I don't think the grizzly bear necessarily is punching the gorilla. He's just trying to claw it.
Yeah, exactly. It could easily just pin it down and just fucking maul it.
But you gotta consider a silverback gorilla.
And if a gorilla is losing, it's gonna stand on business, but it's gonna lose.
No.
Toe to toe, it's gonna lose. And if a silverback gorilla is trying to run away, again, you have the 15 mile per hour advantage. It's not outrunning a gorilla. Have you seen bears climb trees? No. Bro, it's like teleporting.
I know.
You watch Naruto, they go, and they're like right next to you. Literally, that's what happens, bro.
They'll climb up the tree. I feel like gorillas are faster at climbing up trees.
I don't know.
They live in the trees.
So do bears.
Bear. Have you ever seen a bear just chilling in a tree when you're
Yes.
Yes. Okay, buddy.
I don't know. Maybe the viewers at home could.
I think we're gonna settle this one.
Yeah, this will be a stalemate.
Split decision.
Yeah. I don't know.
No contest.
More
draw.
More scientific evidence needs to be provided.
Go ahead and in the comments if you're a team gorilla or team silverback team gorilla or team grizzly bear, let us know why and what team you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I am team grizzly bear, by the way, in case you didn't notice.
Team gorilla.
Okay, before we continue, do you want to drink some more?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we do.
We did another one.
Okay, look, you guys, I did want to mention this as well. We talk about drinking a lot, and Donnie kind of mentioned it in episode 2. He's like, drinking is a huge part of our day-to-day. That sounded terrible, okay? What he means is
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? It's just something that we do, and we don't do it to the point where we get too smashed to where we put ourselves in danger.
Yeah.
Right. It's responsible drinking.
Responsible drinking.
It might be frequent, but again,
it's like the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure enough.
And plus, this is the Christophermas podcast.
Yeah. I think we just know how to drink and have a good time.
Right.
Yeah. And in a safe manner, and that's what it comes down to.
There you go.
Yeah.
So cheers to that. Here's the glug glug glugs, if you could hear it.
Glug glug glug. I think like everything in life, it's good in moderation.
There you go.
Yeah.
My favorite set from the weekend, Enzo. I think Overthinker, he says that. or the announcer dude.
Yeah.
Something about
That bit is so fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually hitting kind of nice. I don't know if it's.
It tastes like medicine.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
I'm trying to.
I'm not a fan of any like berry flavored soju. I think my top, definitely the green grape.
Yeah.
Green grape.
OG,
fire.
bro.
I like the plum. Plum soju is good.
What brand?
It's like Chungchurum or something.
Because that's what this is. This is a plum.
I thought it was blueberry.
No, this one's plum.
I'm done. Anyways, kind of tastes like that. The other brand is their plum tastes a lot sweeter.
See,
I'm tasting plum.
That's why. He's like, oh, that is plum.
That is plum. That is in fact plum.
Bro. Okay.
I'm a fake plum fan.
Yeah, I think you are.
God.
No, but I do agree though. Like the different brands of soju definitely do matter.
Yeah, I like Jinro, the original soju.
The OG Jinro, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, always shout out.
You love Jinro.
I love Jinro, the frog, the actual frog.
Yeah, I think you love Jinro as much as I love Godzilla.
Probably. I wouldn't write a 10-page paper about Jinro.
I think you should.
Maybe about soju.
On the next episode, Chris is gonna read a 10-page paper about Jinro.
It's the bonus episode.
Okay, who do you think would win in a fight, Jinro or Godzilla?
Has Jinro had anything to drink?
He is 100% sober.
Ooh.
That frog ate me.
Okay, that brings me to this next question. I actually want to ask you about this. What kind of drunk would you say you are? Are you like an aggressive drunk? Have you ever? I've never seen you angry.
You don't like me when I'm angry.
I've never actually seen you mad. I don't think.
No, I try not to get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better for me. It's better for everyone around me that I don't get angry.
Because we won't like you when you're angry.
Yeah, because you don't like me when I'm angry. But I'm a very, very much like a fun drunk.
Yeah.
I get kind of like a little wild and loud.
Yeah.
But I know my limits.
Mm.
I try not to get to the point where I'm just like belligerently drunk or like
Yeah.
on the point of like blacking out. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I like to just stay like a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good buzz, but in a controlled environment, I might get a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
it's like my house or like I'm gonna spend the night there, you
Right.
might get a little crazy.
Right. Yeah, I've had my fair shares of public over drinking, and I feel like I've learned enough to not do that anymore.
Yeah, it's like 21 activities.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. That first year you turn 21, go ahead.
Right.
Be obnoxious.
Like go do your thing.
Yeah.
And learn.
Yeah.
But that's the key word. In a controlled environment, I might get a little crazy.
You might get a little
Like
crazy.
if I'm at a homie's party and we are staying inside, I'll drink a little extra and have more fun with
I don't think I've seen you mad or angry.
I try to hide it.
Yeah.
I don't do that, especially to my friends, just because it's gonna be awkward the next time you guys see each other. It's like and that's your friend. Like they're gonna have your back in the end anyway.
Regardless,
so like why not? Why?
And if
why,
they don't,
why
that's
be
not your
with
friend.
them? Yeah. So I'm not an aggressive drunk as well, because I'm like 4'0". Like if I get mad at a random stranger, I'm probably getting my ass beat. Like I'm getting thrown. But I will say I'd be scrappy, bro. If I ever got in a fight in public, I'm doing everything I can to win.
You're nibbling on ankles?
I'm punching nutsacks.
He's punching nutsacks.
I'm 100%. It's right there.
Yeah.
And bring them down to my level, just bink bink boom boom. Bro, like if you get punched in the nuts, your first thing is what? You hunch over and you're like, oh shit, and now you're face to face with me.
Yeah.
Uppercut.
Now you're at my level.
There you go.
Bam.
I'm doing everything I
That's
can.
raw, dude.
I'm sorry, I'm grabbing chairs,
You
tables.
should create your own martial arts. Chris Fu?
Ooh.
That'd be fire. Nut punch. Uppercut.
How to defend yourself when you're a short
How
king.
to defend yourself when you're under 5'5".
Yeah. That would actually kind of be fire.
Bunch of short kings.
Yeah.
Short king Fu. Dude, that'd be great.
That'd be fire.
That'd be great.
That's a golden idea. Why are we doing this
Shit.
podcast?
Oh shit. We'd like to conclude today's podcast. drinking food. But yeah, I don't like to get angry when I'm drunk. I like to have a good time. I think everybody should have a good time.
No, I'm pretty much the same. Like
Yeah.
I'd get louder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, me for sure. I have noticed with people, certain people get drunk, their tone of voice changes. I don't know what it is about that.
What do you mean, like higher, lower?
It just gets like drunk. If that makes sense. It could go higher, could go lower, but it just like changes.
Yeah.
Like once I hear someone and like they're someone that I drink with like regularly, or like we drank before in the past. I hear their voice and I'm like, oh, it's changing a little bit. Boom, they're drunk. Yeah. I think
you're drunk.
Yeah.
No, when I notice myself slurring, that's when I'll like try to stop talking because then my mind races. I'm like, what the fuck did I just say?
I don't think I get to like that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't, even if I am like, on the point of no return, I don't like start slurring my words. Yeah.
No, I notice it and then it's just a downward spiral from there. So I try not to get there.
Yeah. I am a firm believer that as a guy, like as a man, you shouldn't get too drunk in case of like a situation or emergency would happen. But it's always good to, be drunk, have a good time. Maybe that's just me like thinking in a way that cares for like other people. Yeah. Not saying that you can save the day, but you should be aware of. Like, I think that's a good rule of thumb in general for anyone, man or woman.
You feel like there should be at least one person or at least a couple people in the group that could watch out for everyone else in case everyone else is like overly drunk. Is that where you're coming from?
Yeah. I think that's more or less of the philosophy.
Yeah, your dad Donnie. You've been known that for a while.
I don't want to be the father anymore.
I mean,
I'm going out
when you're having a good time. It's Daddy Donnie.
Hey,
and that's a little different.
I want to be the father that gets the milk and cigarettes and never comes back. That's the father. No, I'm just kidding. No. I don't even drink milk.
I'm lactose.
Where the hell am I going?
No. Okay. I've also noticed that you and I kind of. I don't know if you do this for me, but I kind of watch where your level is, depending on who we're with. But I kind of watch where your level is, and I'll match it.
Yeah.
Because I kind of consider myself similar to your drinking style too. Because I want to be aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a person that's part of the group that's too messed up to, get everyone else home. Like I like to be somewhat responsible for everyone else.
Yeah. And I mean, you can always have a good time and not be like super drunk.
Yeah.
Or not even drink at all.
Yeah.
When we were doing the whole Sober October thing, there was definitely episodes or social events that I was at where I just didn't drink. And I still had a good time.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's crazy too because you realize, I didn't spend money drinking and I'm 100% sober at the end of the night and I feel great. I can do whatever you want in the morning. Yeah. So it's nice. Give and take. Balance is definitely the key.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have more questions?
Yes. How do you have a successful trip with your friends? What are the keys to having a successful trip with your friends?
Being the least drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
Being the most drunk and having everyone take care of you is the key to have a good time. Because worry about yourself and don't worry about anyone else. They can all take care of you.
Okay, sorry. Repeat the question.
How do you have a successful trip with your friends? What are the keys to having a successful trip with your friends?
I would say you have to have at least one person that is an actual planner. Planning is probably the most important part.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that, especially with group chats, most of the people, at least that I talk to, have adopted that group project mentality. It's like they kind of follow the rest of the pack. They'll do something. And for a while there, I was also that person. But growing up, especially in high school, when I first started driving, I kind of had to be the point man whenever I planned anything. Like even if it was as small as like a hangout. So I would say I got pretty good at being the planner. But for a while, I kind of just let other people take control, and I'm starting to bring that back.
Bringing back being a good planner,
being the planner.
Okay.
No, being the planner, because I feel like there's so many more in my friend groups of people that just take a step back and kind of just agree with random things. It's like, what time should we leave? And like, oh, I'm free in the morning, or I'm free at this time, and then no one has a solidified time. I'm just like. How does 1 p.m. sound, you fuckers? like let's pick a time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I just having someone be the point man and set the most important parts up, I think is the most important thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I do agree. For me, I think being the planner is a very important part, and oftentimes I will kind of take on that role, just because when I want things done, I want to do it when I want to and get it done right out of the way.
Right.
Doing things early, you don't got to worry about it, especially when it comes to a larger trip.
Yeah.
If you're just meeting up for the weekend, you kind of play everything by ear. That's okay, but in the long term, you want to do a lot of your planning ahead of time.
Yeah.
I also enjoy very much just standing back and having other people plan when I'm always being the planner. That way I can just chill and be like, hey, I'm down for anything. Whatever you guys want to do, let's go for it.
Yeah.
That's fine too. And I think having both of those roles in a group setting are very important. If you had a group of just planners, you're not going to get anything done. Because you're going to have way too many people demanding, I want to do this, let's do that, and not enough people stepping back and accepting it to have a good trip. At least it's a fun time.
I do kind of like it when most of the group is the step back and I'm the only main planner. Because, I take that with a grain of salt. I mentioned I have a lot more friends now that are the people that step back. I don't mean that in a harsh way. I mean that in a way that, like, you throw suggestions out there, and for the most part, they're cool with whatever happens. Yeah. It's just they're so cool to the point where nothing gets decided. Yeah. Having too chill of a group, you're not going to go anywhere. Because if you have someone that's like, all right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Obviously, they already agreed with whatever suggestions were in a way. So you have one person saying it, and the rest are just gonna follow. That's cool too. Right. Like that's kind of how a lot of my friend groups now are, which I'm okay with. I just had to be the one to step up and start doing it again. Yeah. But yeah, I don't have any negative things to say about being that person. I don't mind doing it. Yeah. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's fair. I think that's 100%. Yeah. And then the other thing, to have a successful trip with your friends. There's the obvious stuff, having similar schedules to where you could take the time off to do it. But also, is the group meshing together? Yeah. The vibes. Yeah. Are the vibes match? Are the freaks match? All right. Is everybody matching their freaks? Is everyone's freaks matching? Did anyone bring the baby oil? Yo! Okay. Just kidding. Okay. But if you're planning a trip with your friends, you're obviously gonna have a group that you already think. For sure. Unless you're adding people in, which in this day and age is kind of rare for me. Adding new friends? You said are you team no new friends? Yeah, shout out Drake. Is it Drake that said that? I don't know. No new friends. No, yeah, I think he did say that. No. Okay. I think that answers that question. Okay, next question. We'll go with the last question for the day. Chris, what do you think happens when you die? What? It's such a deep question. Yeah. What the fuck? It's a deep podcast. What happens after you die? Yeah. I think I was drunk when I wrote this question. In my notes it says, "What happens? You die." I don't know. That's the answer to if you didn't cook rice. When die? Don't know. When die? Don't know. What happens when you didn't cook rice? What happens? You die. You die. When you don't cook rice, you die. Yeah. And that's it. The end. What happened? Okay. What happens when you die? Yeah. You mean like what can you elaborate? So when you stop living, what happens after that?
What happens when you die? I think so. When this question was brought up to me, I didn't really give it too much thought.
Yeah.
So you can go two different directions with this.
Right.
You can go with
your body decomposes. That's my answer.
Yeah, your body decomposes. Your family buries you. Your friends bury you. It's a very sad time. But I mean, nothing happens to you. You're dead.
Right.
Yeah. If you believe in the afterlife, if you're religious.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to think about my answer a little bit. I was stalling.
It's okay.
I don't know. For a while there, I mean, there's beliefs of a higher being, and there's heaven. There's reincarnation.
Yeah. What do you want to happen to you?
What do I want
when you pass away?
See, that's a better question.
Yeah.
Because if you ask me what happens, I don't fucking know. I've never died before.
I've never died before.
I've never died, so I can't tell you.
But what do I?
Ooh. Snaps.
When are you gonna start living?
Shut up. Okay. I'm living right now. Okay. I'm doing what I want to do with this podcast. This shit's lit as fuck.
Okay. What do you want to happen?
What do you want to happen
when you die?
I actually Instead of answering that question straight up, because I don't know what I want. Mm-hmm. I really don't. The only thing I know I don't want is nothing happens. I want something to happen, if that makes sense. But I actually do believe in deja vu. Do you have deja vu moments where you think you've done something but you really didn't?
Yes.
Or there's
I usually audibly announce it.
Yeah, you're like, I feel like I've done this.
This has happened before. You were there. He was there. We did this before. And then people are usually like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, nothing.
Right.
And then we just keep on doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
I try to recollect what's going on in case if there's like a dream or something where something bad happens. Yeah. Like, that guy's going to pop out of that door and he has a weapon.
See, they say that deja vu, right?
Yeah.
They say that deja vu is because you've done something in a past life.
Like a dream. Something.
Not
necessarily a dream of past life. Okay.
Like you were a different person before, and they've done it. So the first time
that's some like Avatar shit.
No, yeah, it's weird. Yeah. Have you ever thought about that?
Avatar.
Wait, what kind of are you talking about? Like the blue people Avatar?
No, not the blue people. The anime. Oh. The Last Airbender. You want to talk about the Avatar? Okay, that's a story for another time. But anyways, for past lives. Sorry, my mind when people say things, there's like 4 million things going on in here, and I'm just like boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna say the third thing that comes to mind, and usually that has nothing to do with what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you can just say one word that triggers like 6 different things, and then it's just going on. It's like a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Sorry, I triggered that for you.
It's okay.
But
past lives.
So, great song by the way.
Yeah.
So past life, like that kind of involves the whole reincarnation thing, because there's also beliefs that you could be reincarnated into an animal. And then there's the idea that you're reincarnated into just a completely different life. I think there's a movie that came out. I forget the name of it. I think it's called A Dog's Life.
Oh yeah.
You've seen that movie?
I know it does have Owen Wilson within it.
No, that's Marley and Me.
Yeah.
That movie makes me cry every time.
Okay, but A Dog's Life, yes, where the dog passed away and then the owner gets like a new dog or something. I haven't seen it personally, but I'm aware of like the message and of the movie.
Yeah. So,
what the movie's kind of about.
So he has bits and pieces of his original life. And then he just keeps going through these new owners as a different dog every time. And I think, if my memory serves me, he goes back to his original owner, which is his first memory, and that's just like a happy ending. His original owner adopts another dog, which ended up being him, but it's a different dog. So that whole idea is something that I kind of would like, I guess. Because you don't necessarily have all of your memories. You just there's the presence is there. The presence of a different life is there, and that's where deja vu comes from.
Got you.
Do you have an answer for this? Maybe like what would...
So
do you mind if nothing happened after you die?
I have a spin on it. Well, actually, the only thing I want to happen when I die, at my funeral, I want all my friends and family to provide the most embarrassing and like funniest pictures that they have of me, or experiences, or just tell them like audibly to the audience or whoever's there. Now, it doesn't have to be an audience. I think I'm getting a little carried away there. But whoever shows up and pulls up to the function, I want them to share a good story.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean, like, not an
audience? I want them... what?
Like, you don't think a lot of people are going to show up?
Dude, I mean, I don't really want to think about it. I think that's like,
I think a lot of people would show up
to my funeral. Yo, who would show up to my funeral? I want a head count. I want a guest list, and I want a head count who's pulling up to the...
I feel like you've impacted enough people in your life, Donnie, for people to come to your funeral.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, thank you. It's just you there, like...
Woo is crazy at your funeral.
I want them to cheer. No, but, okay. The only thing I want at my funeral, or, when I eventually die...
Yeah.
I want everybody to provide the most embarrassing, funniest, criminal, offending photos that they have of me. I don't have any criminal offending photos, but, it'd just be hilarious. I want people to laugh, have fun. It's just like the most embarrassing shit that you can find.
That's how you want to be remembered.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't thought of like my casket song, when it's dropping down. It's not going to be serious at all. It's going to be like the stupidest shit just playing down there.
The song might have already came out, but it also
didn't yet. Now that I think about it, I might have like a recording of me like saying something in the background if I know that I'm about to die, and I'll be like, "What's up, bitches? I'm back."
That'd be fire.
But when it comes to dying and
what happens after?
What happens? I don't know. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
You'll find out when you get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't ask that no more.
What's at the bottom of the cereal box? I don't know. You'll find out when you get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't drink milk.
I don't drink milk. So if I ever tell you I'm going out for milk,
you know I'm lying.
You know I'm gone.
I do want to ask this question about that reincarnation idea. If that was the case, and we knew for sure, would there be an animal that you'd want to be reincarnated into?
Silverback gorilla.
Oh my god.
And then that being said, we're going back. An animal that I want to be reincarnated to, if I could become any animal, maybe like a bird or something, like an eagle, like an American bald eagle. That'd be sick. I would be protected by the whole country, and I could just live freely, and I could see the world and fly to wherever I want to go. I wouldn't pick any animal. I would try to stay away from the animals that are in like captivity, which are a lot of animals. Yeah, because that would suck. Knowing like being reincarnated and then becoming an animal in like a zoo, be like, fuck, I am so cooked. Why the fuck did I pick a fucking penguin? Here I am, sliding down the same fake slide every fucking day. Yeah. No, if I got reincarnated into one of like a zoo animal, I'd probably break out at the zoo. Yeah. But I think a bald eagle would be sick.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool idea.
What would you reincarnate to?
I think a bird definitely does make the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought went to some kind of sea creature, but the ocean is fucking scary.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's terrifying.
I feel like there's jump scares everywhere.
Oh, easily.
Because when it comes to, I'm thinking about it now, but when it comes to like seeing what's in front of you in terms of the ocean, it's just endless.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's deeper parts, there's darker parts, where you can't see. Depending on what kind of fish you are, you might be fucked. Yeah,
there's a phobia for it. I forget what it's called. But there's this scene in an animated movie, I think it's called Sea Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Their ship wrecks, and it's like a father and daughter fall into the ocean, and they're trying to swim up, right? And the dad's looking at the girl, and the girl's just looking straight past him, right behind him, and they both turn around, and all you see is just this big ass face. And then it disappears into the abyss. Bro, imagine seeing that shit. Like, you don't know what's down there.
Maybe that's why there's so much like fish poop in the water. Well, given that is like their toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, they see like the larger fish and then just shit. Like,
right.
oh my god, that scared me.
All right, guys, we are back. We didn't realize how long we've been talking for, so we're gonna wrap up. I'm just gonna answer your question right quick.
No rush.
I probably would be in. I know we had this whole conversation about being too afraid of the ocean, but I kind of want to be an ocean animal. Yeah. An octopus.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Because they're really smart.
Yeah, octopus are very intelligent creatures, and they can kind of like weave in through any. Like I've seen videos of like giant octopus get through like small holes.
Yeah. I think it's like it has to be as long as it's smaller than their head or something like that, they could fit through it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So an octopus. I mean, and you also don't have to be in the depths. You know, they're usually at coral reefs.
Yeah. Some octopus. I mean, I think there's other octopus that are in the depths.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Those are like the Kraken.
But the thing is, like, as an octopus, like, the kit that you have to survive, you're very well equipped with survival abilities. You have what, ink? Spray ink.
And camouflage.
Yeah. It's kind of bob and weave throughout there. Yeah. And given the world is 75% water, there's a lot of exploration to be done. Could be sick. Yeah, that'd be fun too.
I think so.
Yeah, octopus. But then what if you're held captive in a zoo or an aquarium?
You could get out if you wanted to.
And you're breaking out of there.
Easily. I'm just like your answer. If you're a silverback gorilla, are you breaking out?
I'm punching the shit out of that glass.
How come they're still held captive then? How come you don't see a grizzly bear in the zoo?
Because they're smart enough not to get fucking shot. Because you know what? That's what happens when gorillas act up in zoos. People shoot them. And that's not right. Rest in peace, Harambe.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
Not gonna lie, I think my first ballot when I turned 18.
No. You were one of those?
We're gonna end the episode right now.
You were one of those.
I wanted to vote for who I believed in, and at the time it was Harambe. And I voted for Harambe.
Oh God. Okay. With that being said, we didn't realize also how long we've been talking. Sorry, we got a little buzzed. But that's what happens when you involve Christophermas and friends.
Right. You have a good time. Talk about some good topics. You answer some good questions. You might not get some good answers.
Hopefully, you got a laugh or two from this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're planning on. We're actually kind of working on making like some kind of intro. So. We'll see if that's going to be fully prepared and ready for the next episode. Probably not this one, but shoot your ideas over. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck it is you can do.
Follow, listen.
There you go.
Give a like. Do it all. With that being said, this has been the Did You Cook Rice podcast. I'm Donovan.
I am Chris, and it was my birthday. Peace, bitch!